I've been on the sidelines for I want to say the last 10 years. I've been on the sidelines. So um, I pretty much played the back and just settled for like a regular life. So my first like paycheck job was at Piedmont. And when I got fired from Piedmont Airlines as a ramp agent back in 2012, when I was 19 going on to 20, like a week or two before my birthday, um, I remember during that summer of 2012, that's when I found out about um, having an online business. And then I was just looking at different things I can get into at the time. That's when I realized like the type of life I wanted, or the type of life that I want. But in the midst of that, my mind was so clouded. I got distracted by all kinds of stuff that was going on around me in my life. Being broke, trying to take care of my family, trying to raise my 1-year-old son, trying to make sure he's fed, trying to take care of my wife, living at my mom's house, being broke. But it's like in the midst of all of that, it's like that dream, that vision of what I want my life to be like was right there. But I didn't work hard for it. I got distracted. Um, I just started drifting off into other things on YouTube. I found out about Dr. Umar Johnson. Um, I started learning about the Hebrew Israelites, the Bible, and everything. And those 2 years, that was pretty much my main focus. Like talking about the Bible, talking about scriptures, debating people, trying to tell people, "Oh, we're the real Israelites," and everything. And like it's like my mindset was just clouded and bitter, and man, I beat myself up about the last 10 or 12 years. I beat myself up a lot about it because I was fresh. Like I had the mentality of wanting to go to the gym. Like I was going to the gym during those times too. Don't get me wrong. Like that's one thing I know I was doing. I remember I signed up for Planet Fitness in 2013, right before I turned 21. Like my mind was there, but it's like at the same time, I wasn't in the right frame of mind. It's funny because that's when I started losing my hair. That's when my hair started thinning. But you didn't see it until like 2016. But I noticed in 2013, anytime I would try to grow my hair out, the front would feel lower than the rest of them. Like, yo, why does my hair feel like this? And then as time went by, I understood why. But yeah, man, I played the sidelines for the last decade and 2 years. I played the sidelines. I really could have had the life I wanted. Like the type of life where you're financially stable, you're financially free, you're living in that dream house, you're living in that nice area, your kids are set. When your wife, when you and your wife find out that y'all about to have another kid, it's not stressful, y'all excited, that kind of life. And it's not that you don't want any kids, it's just you don't want to bring another child into a situation where you're struggling to take care of them. It's not that you don't want kids, it's just that you don't want to have a child in a desolate, desperate situation. So that's what it's been like, man. But it didn't have to be like that if I was just more consistent, if I was more focused. But I played the sidelines, I played the back. The 2 years I was busy online, debating people, debating other denominations, trying to convince people that the Bible is our book. That whole time, I could have been building my family. Because at the time, I had my 1 year old, I had my first son. Then in 2013, I had another son. It was just me, my wife, and my two boys up until 2015. Then my daughter was born, my first daughter. And in 2014, that's when I got hired for the post office. And it's crazy because I remember And this right here is a perfect example of being consistent with doing something and telling yourself you're not going to do something and just being focused on one thing. So, like, I remember in 2014, I decided to deactivate my Facebook and stay off of Facebook. No social media. I might have went on YouTube a couple times, but that's about it. I didn't go on Facebook. I deactivated my Facebook. I just focused on getting a job, a better job, so I can take care of my family the right way. And I remember during those 3 months, I got hired for the post office. I got hired for the post office. Mind you, I applied for the post office in 2013. I finally got it. I did the test and everything, the assessment passed, got a good score. I finally got an interview in April of 2014, but that was weird. I didn't hear anything. I didn't get no, like, I reached out to the lady who did the interview session and she asked me for some more information. I'm thinking, oh, she's going to follow up and I'm going to get the job. I didn't hear nothing. Fast forward to the end of the year when I decided to deactivate my Facebook, like around September. No, this was like August, September. I deactivated my Facebook. And I had an interview in September of 2014 and I got hired on October of 2014. I think it was October 24th. But yeah, like I was consistent with not going on Facebook, not telling anybody what I was doing. Nobody knew I was working for the post office until like December of 2014. Consistency does work. But if I was more consistent with what I really wanted to do was have my own online business, start a trucking company, get fit, live somewhere nice like Florida in a nice climate, live in a nice house, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom house, 2, 3 bathrooms. I could have had that. I could have been had that. Work on my credit. I didn't even know how important credit was until like 2015 when I got my first car. When I got the first time I ever got a car note. That's the first time I ever knew how important credit was. The first time I ever heard about my credit was in 2013, like months after my second son was born. I had a 2003 Nissan Altima. It needed some repairs. And I went to Midas and they ran my credit. They told me I have a 700 credit score. And I'm like, oh, that means I can get a loan to fix the car. I'm not thinking, not knowing how important that was. And I went and got that loan. And it dropped my score down. By the time I got the car in 2015, they told me I had like a 500 something, I think. Like my credit score was like in the high 500s. And I'm like, damn. But yeah, I'm done playing the sidelines. The point of this video is I'm done playing the sidelines. I'm done sitting back. I'm done being inconsistent with what I want in life. And if you're that type of person, it's time you come out of it, man. Dreams are working for people. When we're serious about our dreams, whatever we want in life, like there's been things I was serious about in life and I actually was able to achieve it when I was consistent and I focused on it and I didn't let nothing distract me. But for the most part, I let a lot distract me. And I settled and I just played the sidelines and I just took whatever was given to me. But I'm done doing that. I'm done.